This is Julie.
Hey, calendar, what's my morning like?
Julie's about to have a long day.
At 9 a.m., soccer carpool. 9:10, purchase birthday card. 9:05, dry cleaning.
Did you just go backwards?
I'm sorry, I can't fit that question into your schedule. 9:15, cry for a little bit.
For days that won't end, let Schwann's help. With Schwann's, you can get delicious meals that go from freezer to table in minutes, not hours. Ordered, delivered, done. That's homemade easy. Visit today at schwanns.com.
And now, a great moment in furniture history. One summer in the early 90s, the Bob behind Bob's Discount Furniture did something that would send shockwaves throughout the furniture business. He eliminated haggling and ended the unfair and insidious practice of artificially jacking up prices only to throw a phony sale. What remains unanswered is why he would end such a lucrative scheme.
It was the right thing to do.
It was the right thing to do. This has been another great moment in furniture history. Watch furniture history unfold at mybobs.com.
Let's see. I don't know. We might have echo. You got the double donger going there. Hi, this is Jim. Wait, let me turn this down. This is funny. This is Jim, the Keys bartender, coming to you from Key Largo, episode 173. I'm here with Jenna Kelly.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. We had one episode last week because we did an extra one the week before, and I released it. And I was going to do one from the... I was going to do one from the...
Hoagie, go get Amber. Sorry, guys.
From the airport. Oh, here we go. A nice...
and you did not end up doing one from the airport?
I did. The sound it was horrible at the end. I moved the microphone a little too far away. But you know what? I'll leave it for them. If they... I'll give them... I don't even... We're going to make blind reference to them. But we'll give them editorial rights on that issue. Hey, how you doing?
Good. Hello, this is Amber.
I know. I met Amber before, didn't we?
Amber, say hello to the listeners.
Didn't you come? Hold on to the mic. Hold on to it. There.
Right
yeah. Don't. Yeah, we met.
Yes, we've met plenty of times.
Okay, good. Okay, we're going to go hello. Yeah. So, where were we at? Oh, I was going to do an episode from. I have some stories to tell you though.
Oh, yes. I want to hear these stories.
And it's the normal travel stuff. Everything normal, like going to the airport, being able to park, getting onto the plane. Everything completely normal, fine. You know what I mean?
Oh,
got up early the next day and do it. It's the weird stuff that happened. Okay. And there was one coincidence. I don't want to talk. I don't. It's nice. I don't know the woman's name. So I was on the way up. There, I'm sitting next to an older woman. So I'm on the aisle seat, and I took an extra seat. It was a United airline, or no, American, and it had a 6-inch further clearance.
Oh, is that like the one where
it's not the extra row?
Okay, not that.
No, the extra rows were taken, but I would have taken an extra row. I took one on the way back.
If you feel like you can handle it, the responsibility of sitting in the extra row. That's what they
yeah, well, if it's a long flight, I'll be able to handle it in the beginning. But towards the end, I might be a little lit if you give me the right amount of alcohol. But yeah, most of the time it doesn't. Talk about that Russian thing later. Did you see the Russian plane the other day?
Oh.
It was landed half on fire. This was yesterday or the day before.
I saw the one where somebody
no, that's the Florida
in a
one.
River.
No, that was the Florida. It
Okay.
slid off the thing. In Russia, they took off from Moscow and they were going to Murmansk. I know it down in Russia. We're up to Murmansk on the north, on the Baltic, and they weren't much out of Moscow. The problem with an engine, they turn around and it's on fire. And as they're landing, they have video. I won't go into details of loss of life and everything. But what balls on this pilot? The plane is, from the wings back, is just flames. It would be like a ridiculous scene if someone CGI'd it. But the plane's coming down and he lands it perfect. Right there. Except for the flames coming out of the back.
Like
of
if
it.
there was no
and everyone knows that.
Like
Everyone knows the rest of the story. But that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff didn't happen. I did one of my last flights before then. My dad took me to he didn't like my dad. I'm 55 years old. My 78-year-old dad took me to a museum. He did. He took me to a fucking museum, the Air Force History Museum. And it's this guy Connie.
It was the Lego Museum.
Yeah, you know, no. It was this guy. I'm walking by a simulator, and I flew a couple times. a small single engine. I took a couple lessons. So the guy said, "Come on up here." And you want to? I said, "Well, I know it's difficult. I mean, I tried to fly a plane before. I said, I know it's difficult
I
flying."
am terrified of flying.
No, but I mean, in the simulator, he's going to do.
Yeah, but in a simulator, you're actually like flying your own plane. It's like what Mike and Matt. They fly the test.
Yeah. So it's a full size.
Okay.
The simulator front is just imagine a big circle encompassing that, going out with a big equipment section right here on that wall. And this, I'm talking, folks, I should do more visual, more descriptive for you. 8 feet wide.
Yeah.
It's just bigger
Like
than a
a
game.
giant.
And some guy screaming in your ear, you know, "You got to bring it down lower, bring it down lower." And I landed on the grass. And he goes, "You landed on the grass." I said, "That was my fucking first time. I think that was awesome." He goes, "Well, that wouldn't have been good." Well, I said, "It could have been a hell of a lot worse on that." So, but that's where I went. That's where I went on the trip. I went up to Dover. Not to the history that we didn't go, because I was moving my dad and my stepmother to a assisted living facility. It's a real, I'm getting sidetracked. Sidetracked. I love you, Dad, and I love my stepmom. I love my mom. I just, I needed to say, when I got on the plane, so I'm sitting on the aisle seat, got the perfect seat, right behind first row behind the first class. Yeah. And they got the gauze curtain where you can see through it. And the fucking people get a couple rolls, some drinks. The flight attendant's cute, you know?
That's always a plus.
The flight attendant's cute, but she wasn't $120 cute. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, "Hey, come and give me a table dance." I didn't say that. But so these guys are doing it. I noticed, and I finally see this guy in a brown suit, and it kind of reminded me, because I'm in about a little less than 2 months, I'm going to Eastern Europe, and brown suits always remind me of Eastern Europeans. I don't know fucking why I do that. I'm going to go over there. I hope my Polish relatives don't see it. But the brown suit,
the more he drinks, the more they're coming out.
Yeah, brown suit, a kind of haircut, the Soviet style haircut where short sides and high front, kind of like Vanilla Ice, but not as severe. Yeah. But they always had a big pompadour. The Soviet leaders had these big ass Elvis pompadours in the front of their hair. They always had to fucking have it. It was crazy. It's like Elvis was cool at that time, and then I think the Soviets thought he was cool, and they decided to do it for 30 years later.
Yeah, well, then they continued.
Yes. Until I think that's the reason why it collapsed. Because they hung on to a look. If we hung on to the mullets, the Chinese would be in charge right now. That's neither here nor there. I'm still talking about the fucking flight.
We just went into Jim's mind way too deeply. Anyways.
What? That wasn't too weird.
Hey, it's story time.
No, but how weird is that? Weird is the other stuff that's going to be in my mind. You didn't tell that, Pete, yet. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not insulting at all. You're not even close to the weird. So you're not even. Yeah. Here's weird, and then 100 miles south is the rest of the stuff you think you don't even know about. Okay, so I'm getting on the plane. There's an older woman. Because I'm cognizant, I'm self-aware. I'm not an animal. I'm cognizant that I'm 55 years old. I know to a lot of our viewers I may be fucking old. But I don't look at that. When I see someone that's 60 years old, they say, "Oh, that's an old person." 5 years older than me. I'm saying that's an old person. Or someone 55. Oh, the fucking old guy just got arrested.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at 55 or 50. I'm looking at a bad person in their 40s, and I go, "Oh man, what the hell are you doing, an old guy?" And I go, "I'm an old guy.
I'm an old guy."
And I found it, and I'll talk about that later at that senior thing, because that's funny too. It's fucking, they got me on that. So I'm sitting on the flight, and in the middle is this young black woman. She was in her early 30s, I guess, or maybe late 20s. I guess she had some kids and stuff. She was nice, and the older lady was nice. And we're sitting there talking and stuff. The older white lady wasn't talking as much. I thought she was a classic racist. I didn't know about that, but she wasn't. She wasn't. She was just quiet, and she was coughing the shit out. She goes, "I have a cold." I said, "Oh, that's fucking great."
Yeah,
but I didn't get it. So the young girl's talking. She's talking about, I'm nervous, and then I'm heading back. We're heading up to Philadelphia. That's where I'm flying in. So I'm heading back to Philadelphia. I'm from someplace in Jersey, and I just got out of rehab.
She was in rehab down here?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and that Palm Beach, right? West Palm Beach is like
Yes.
is the rehab capital of Eastern United States. Maybe that Nashville, North Carolina, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, it always seems like when you've seen a show of intervention, a few fucking people, it's not half bad. You leave a Minnesota in February where you're smoking crack behind a 7-Eleven or whatever fucking package store there was. I'm not talking about fucking Gloria and stuff like that. I'm just saying.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, she's not back there doing it.
Mom.
But they're getting on a plane. They're finally kissing them. They go like, how did they convince them to stop drinking? They go, well, it's 20 degrees outside. But if you agree to go to rehab, we'll send you a place where it's 75 degrees right now. And people say, and that's kind of like the thing that puts them over the edge. Because it's, no, I want to go and get my fix. It's fucking cold outside. So that's... Because if you put them, say, it's in Saskatchewan. Oh, fucking great. Even when they get the intervention when it's in Canada, they send them down to Florida.
Okay, so this girl was leaving rehab.
Rehab. Okay, that was the ironic part, and she's telling me this stuff, and she got out of me that I didn't drink for 7 years. She goes, you didn't drink for it? I said, I went to AA. And, she goes, oh, that's great, you're still living there. So at that point, I go in my head, I said, fuck, I can't tell her.
You can't tell her that you
I can't tell her. I say, well, I decided to go back because I grew up and I know I can handle it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know what she went for.
Right. Yeah,
Right?
like, what if
So
she-
I
yeah,
went,
yeah,
and so I went, and I
in a couple
played.
years, I can get back to it.
In a few years, all the stick
No, and
in my arm.
Yeah.
since it was like 8 o'clock in the
handle it.
yeah, the combination being 8 o'clock, being less than a 3-hour flight, and then I was going to be driving. There wasn't going to be any Bloody Marys on the trip anyway. I wasn't going to order a couple. Which I wouldn't do the Bloody Marys. I would just order the vodka. I said, okay, how many bottles will you sell me? You know?
How many of the little tiny ones can I have?
I always look like a giant with the regular size bottle. You're going to give me the tinier ones. So it's like Godzilla.
So you couldn't drink.
So he needs like a handful.
No, I wasn't going to drink anyway. I couldn't drink because I had to go and pick up a rental car.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Now after you drop off the rental car and you're on the thing, and I drink when I have a long layover, and 2 hours before I'm on the flight, I stop drinking on a short flight because I don't want to use the bathroom. But since I'm older, it doesn't matter.
No,
I'm always going to do it, even if it matters. Yeah, not always. What the fuck? Don't be so and so. I'm lucky. Being fit it stopped some of it. I can't hold as long as I did when I was 22. Obviously,
we don't want to talk about it.
No. But so she's in rehab. So I'm faking the whole thing out. I'm going like this. Yeah, you just go to meetings and stuff like that. And she goes, oh, so when did you get sober? I go, oh shit. So she knew I said 7.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I got to go really quick, and it's just like that. But I'm a bartender. I know exactly how old someone has to be 21 and shit like that. So I said, yeah, 2012.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I picked an arbitrary date like a month before, April 3rd. Like that. And I say April 3rd, 2012. I remember, and like that. I said, go to meetings and stuff like that. Well, I'm going to help her out. Because it is a great program. No, I wasn't. No, that's not my job. When I found out that was it, I've just shut up and let her talk to me and tell me what her problems were and stuff like that. Because the only thing you do in a situation like that is help someone out.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't want to hurt them. You don't want to fuck. There's nothing funny about that. And I'll go like this. I'm hoping I didn't ask for her name because I don't want to say it. Her name.
Right.
I just saw because we were talking about anonymous because she's either an NA or AA, but it's anonymous. So getting her name was
That
not the
breaks
point.
rules. Yeah.
No, but they do it. We always say, my name is so and so, and I'm an alcoholic and stuff like that. So I believe in it. And I thought something like that. I do believe in it. When people are hurting, it's you have to have solutions to problems.
Right.
Otherwise, you just go full tilt and there's nothing else. So everybody has to have a solution. Now, it's not the solution for everyone, right? It could be the medicine, because I told you about that crazy lady that was taking the medicine and puking at the bar.
Yeah.
So she wasn't the only one to sit right next to me that was in the program, in a program. On the way back, I'm in the middle seat of an exit row with a woman, a very... what do you call it? Serious woman with a laptop just watching a fucking movie. Didn't hear maybe one word from her the whole time. couple of them like boom, not attractive woman sitting there, not like going like this, just like regular, just not doesn't want to talk, right? Doesn't want to talk. And I think her husband was on the other side, so she did kind of talk to him, but I said, oh well, she's not really snubbing me because she really doesn't pay much attention. This could be the last time you see your husband. You know, if the thing goes down, you know, you either gave him a kiss. You should have gave him a kiss. He was always there's.
This is why I always drink on a plane.
No. Well, your chances are you're going to die on a stretch in a car instead of a plane leaving the thing.
True.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh, right. Or walking up the steps going to the bathroom or shit. But what the fuck? Where? So yeah, I'm in the seat, and this guy who's a couple years older than me comes in with braces on his legs.
Oh.
I mean, I don't want to say his name too because I'm honest. I know his name.
Okay.
Because he went to Drexel University, same college I went to, and he belonged to a fraternity. And he graduated the year I went in.
Oh.
Yeah, he went to a fraternity that was in a fraternity that near mine in Drexel. And we're talking about, and he says, well, I'm in sober 30 years. Holy shit. Yes.
30.
In the program.
So it's years old.
And I told him I just owned up. I just owned. The guy had 30 years, so I didn't fucking have to protect his. He was.
No.
He was.
He wasn't.
He was
fresh
4
out of
years.
rehab.
He was 4.
Yeah.
He was 4 years older than me. No, but it was diametrically opposed. There was a person that told me they were. They could have been in, and I kept quiet. But someone told me they were in so long. I just went, well, if he fucking goes out just because he knows a guy that was in AA once, because you're going to know 100 guys. If you're in 30 years, you're going to know hundreds of people that went out.
Right.
Just the way it is. And that's ironic, right? The person immediately to my right, in both. But the guy had braces on his legs. He had torn from, he went to a, I don't know why I had him on both. But he said on one of his legs, he's over at a friend's watching him do a modification on his house, doing a remodel. And he was walking, he wasn't paying attention to the steps. And he slid off. And that tore a tendon in his knee. I mean, you got to be pretty inactive.
Was he a heavy guy?
No, well, he said he was heavy at the time. Because he said he lost about 30 pounds since that thing. He went on a diet after that. But he was a big guy, too. He's around my, so he must have been, he had to be around 260, 270.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
No, probably maybe, because I'm, you know how heavy I am.
Right.
Wait.
Listeners,
How heavy? No, don't say.
Jim's
Don't answer.
tall.
Okay, yeah. How heavy do you think I am? I don't mind. Go high, go low, go accurate.
Yeah, stand up so Amber can check you out.
235, 240.
You can work in a carnival. You can fucking work right in a carnival. You nailed it. I think I'm closer to 235 now, but I'm not going to argue that unless I get on that thing. Because 240, I'm not about bullshitting. That's part of the show, right? And hopefully you're not. You're not either.
We're all
you're not.
Straight up.
That was very impressive. No one ever gets near it. So you either go way high or super low, Holy crap, Amber. That's like carnival shit where you get to
She does work at the carnival there too.
Yeah, you do work at the carnival?
Yeah, her nickname is Amber Carney.
Oh, the guy had the fucking braces on his legs when he came up.
Instead of Cardi B,
he took the
Carney
braces.
A.
Yeah. Cartier.
A.
Cartier, classy. Being classy.
Carney, like a carnival.
Oh, I thought you said Cartier.
Yeah,
like
no.
Cartier.
Yeah, no.
Oh, see? Amber, everyone has a different impression of you. See? I go like that, and I automatically assigned more class to you, and you said Cartier.
Carney.
A Carnier.
Carnier.
Oh, and I thought, Cartier, because she's pretty classy. No, wait. Okay, we'll go in a little description on that stuff. So get back. Guy had braces.
Okay, braces.
And he's sitting in exit row, right inside the window with braces. He takes quick. It goes like this. He goes, I don't know. And I said, you better take those braces off, or they're going to move your ass.
Right.
Because I didn't really mind. Because I'd be able to get the door off and throw that guy out the door. No problem. I have no problem. If I had to, oh my God, I'm average strong, but not super strong. But if the plane was going out, I'd be so strong.
Well, that's because you have old man muscle.
Yeah, I know. Well, and regular muscle too.
Right, but no, like it's crazy how that works.
Oh, so I'm like a Superman.
Yeah. older guys have old man muscle. I've always said that. I'm like, it's old man muscle.
Old man muscle?
Old man muscle. It's insane. You could.
That sounds like something if some old guy asked a younger woman to touch his old man muscle, he'd probably get arrested.
Okay, so if
I went, ooh, I like that. Okay.
If you were to bring like my 23-year-old son who goes to the gym 6 days a week a jar of pickles that you can't open, he might not be able to get that. But if you gave it to the 55-year-old guy sitting on the couch that might have a little bit of a dad bod, he can open that fucking shit.
Oh, with no problem.
Like old man muscle.
I got a little secret. For old young guys. If you invite
young guys?
For young guys about old guys.
Oh, okay.
You invite us out to a fight, an old guy won't come over for a fight.
Right.
They won't go for a fight.
Of course not.
They don't want to go through the trouble. But don't show up. Don't you show up for the fight? No, don't show up for the fight because the old guy won't take any quarter.
No.
He won't take any quarter on that. Like he just, they try to end it as quick as possible and they'll do whatever they can to end it. And it's usually pretty severe and they get away with it. And they get away with how bad? Because you're old. You get away with it. Yeah. And it's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah, but for me to watch that, I'm sorry, like 31. What am I, 31? I'm 31. Yeah, that's right.
You're 31, Amber. You'll be 32 this year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, if I was watching that fight, I think it'd be like kind of hot to see like an older gentleman beat the living crap out of a younger guy.
Oh, it always happens. Oh, in Philly, it was always that way. Because you're in the back of your head.
Old man muscle.
No, well, it's not old necessarily. You got to be a completely horrible person and stupid on top of it. Because first of all, in the end, if you're really good at doing it, you should be aware that you got to fight someone of similar capabilities. Mm-hmm. And what happens? Yeah, it's a smart move. What are we saying? Similar? Because if they lose, if you win, you beat up an old guy. If you lose.
But I'm sorry, if you're younger and you're like, yeah, I beat up an old guy. Yeah, I don't. No, to me that's good for you.
No, it's not good for you.
No, but like it's not impressive to me.
No, that's what I mean. It's not good for you. So I beat up an old guy, and then if you lose, even worse. I got beaten up by an old guy. So there's a no-win situation. I mean, depending on how old the guy is. If you beat up someone in a wheelchair and stuff like that, you got to see how.
You just missed Jenna's
Well,
I was trying. Amber, we have little voices, all right? So when you have a little voice, you need to hold the microphone.
You got to go right up
closer to your face. Yeah. So I was showing her.
You want me
kept
to put
moving
the
my
microphone in my mouth?
Right. I was pretty much like saying, put it up to your
wow,
mouth.
the innuendo flies.
So I had to open my mouth really wide and do this. And then sorry guys, that was really inappropriate of me.
She put it in like she was sticking a hot dog in her mouth.
Or a popsicle.
Repeatedly, if you weren't going to bite into it.
I was going to say a melting popsicle because I was trying to hurry up.
A young woman that's gauging the size of a wiener.
Anyway, I did see a funny meme about that today about the 3D
Got a popsicle
printers.
in your mouth?
No, about 3D printers. There was a girl. It was like this girl takes every dick pic she gets and prints them out on her 3D printer to try them out before she answers your text message.
Really?
What? It was funny. Like,
Someone says the guy sent her a dick pic.
Guy sent her a dick pic. She takes the dick pic, uploads it to her 3D printer.
I always love it. They just got to be studied.
And tries it out.
Oh, the 3D. Oh my god! I didn't
prints
catch that
the
part.
dick before she tries it. Before she decides to answer them.
I've had in the computer sciences department of Stanford. You could get a PhD in programming or whatever they have now, whatever in artificial intelligence, by saying, my PhD is building an algorithm to see how many people send fake dick pics to other people and why. I mean, it's always think about all the things. Why would you? I mean,
well, you want to send a fake one just so that you can disappoint them later.
I mean, pretty much. You don't have anything to offer, really. If that's where you got to go right for the thing. Yeah. It's like faking the car. Look at my car, the Corvette.
Oh God.
I mean, you really don't have a lot to offer. I'm not saying you could be a great guy. Not true. There's some guy. I'm sure there's great guys driving Corvettes. There's guys that buy Corvettes for different reasons. So.
No offense, Neil.
You don't see a lot of women buy. You don't see women going, I want a Corvette.
Sorry.
Well, actually, I'm a more Camaro guy.
You're a Camaro guy?
I like the Camaro. I like the new Camaro.
That's probably because you got a big winky, Jim.
Well, I never even thought of that.
See?
Well, I like Camaro. I like the Camaro. I always liked the Camaro. There was something about it. I mean, the Mustang had its day with me, like a day or maybe a couple days, and then they killed it with the 4-cylinder Mustang, and then they did a 6. But they did do a 6-cylinder Camaro that wasn't fuel injected. It was horrible.
Puberty though, and therefore grew out of your 4-cylinder.
Oh, hence I've driven not pickup trucks. I mean station wagons and hatchbacks.
That's okay. Now it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Because you've established yourself as having the big winky, so who cares?
Yeah, all right.
Right.
I don't need. I always wanted to.
We're very open, so.
No.
He knows.
Okay.
No, right now it's the size
This is
that
episode 173.
173. Yeah, it happens.
If
I'm not self-aware, when someone said, every so often someone have been told things I didn't know about myself. And it's usually not very complimentary all the time. Most of the time it isn't. But I think
I feel that if someone finds you like intimidating or something, even though they're your friends, they're still gonna nitpick and say something just to make themselves feel better because they want to nitpick at you because you're not, they don't want to think that you're perfect. When in all reality, sometimes. I think your mix of perfection and imperfections can make you perfect. Make you a beautiful person.
I mean, just that those, you lose your temper, you get sad, you do this. Sometimes you're selfish, I mean, I'm selfish. And those, how do we get to this? It sounds like the end of a Jerry Springer show.
How about...
But imperfections make you a beautiful person, like you just said. It makes you human.
I like picking up itinerant women at the bus stop and then taking them to my house. And bringing them to the basement, and then making lampshades out of their skin. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I'm very pleasant up until the moment that they put them on.
I like to put moths in their mouths.
Oh, you're just segueing off my serial killer thing.
I like to lick their face first to see what it tastes like, and then just have at it.
Lick the tears of the damned.
God, Amber.
I know.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew.
Okay, so now we're back to. What was that thing, Amber? No, we're done. I think we're done. Well, the rehab stuff. It told the whole story.
We're done.
I'm finally returning to a point that we established earlier.
Okay.
It was Carney A,
yeah.
And I got Cartier.
Yeah. That's because you looked at her and you thought she was classy.
Yeah.
That's because she has tattooed eyebrows and a thing on her head.
No. You know what? You're classy too. I mean, everyone has their sense of style. I don't necessarily where you get Carney. You ever met a Carney?
Yes.
Not even close.
I know.
I don't know if I.
But she guessed your weight. She's a Carney.
Oh, that skill. That's a crazy Carney skill.
Yes, but I don't.
Being able to put it.
Like a
being able to put together a grill in 10 minutes. After it came from Amazon and stuff, that's a Carney skill too.
A little bit.
I mean, you gotta leave a couple parts. You gotta leave a couple parts.
Let's give them a verbal description of Amber. So she's about my height. I'm 4'11". She's actually 5 foot.
5 foot exactly.
She's 5 foot exactly, right? And she has naturally curly hair, but she straightens it a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out because I have some nice compliments, but they all sound sexist.
And she straightens it. And
I started looking. You're describing her, and I'm looking at her. I'm looking at her like, oh wow, check out Amber. I never got a really chance.
She's gorgeous.
Very
she's
cute.
The most beautiful of all of her siblings. Sorry.
Whoa, wait a second. How are we gonna get any more listeners?
She's
how many siblings you have?
I have
how many?
2.
Yeah,
she's in the top 3.
She's the most beautiful.
Oh man, you eliminated 2 new listeners.
She's my friend.
And her friend. No, okay, great. We could just say it. We could go like this. Watch this. You know what? She's all right. You're super hot, Amber. I think you're really hot. You know that? I think you're cute. You got nice. You do.
Okay.
You got nice.
And she's stacked, by the way.
I didn't want to say that, but.
Okay, so Amber is the cutest.
Don't cover up.
She was a little
proud.
Oh no, I have them. I can't hide them.
She was a little translucent when we
What's that
went,
mean?
Because she's actually kind of white under there. And so we went out on the boat last
Whoa.
weekend, and she got pretty burnt pretty quickly. We had to keep reminding her
Yeah.
to spray it. But if you notice
Bikini
her
time.
freckles, she has the cutest freckles.
Where are you from originally?
I was born and raised in Homestead.
Homestead?
Yeah.
She's the
Holy
South Florida
shit,
girl.
you're not. Okay, well, where's your family from? Somewhere north. It looks somewhere way north.
My dad
Your
is from-
ancestors
oh, my ancestors?
are way north.
Irish and Norwegian.
Yes, I get that. Way
Yeah.
north.
Yeah. But she's a cutie patootie.
I got some Hungarian in me every so often. I just get dark. I can
I
get
heard that about you.
What?
Well, when I'm not dark clear, I have
She
tan
tans.
well.
She can
I
tan like me.
Oh, really?
Well.
She
Yeah.
can tan like me.
I tan like Jenna.
Yep. Dark.
That's pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Both my
Oh.
parents are extremely
I just don't have the freckles.
dark complected.
I worry about all the chemicals and all that stuff, but I worry more about the sun.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be out in the sun, I'm going to use the deadly chemicals because the sun, if you, it's just ridiculous. It's like going, well, I'm not going to put the oven mitt. The oven mitt may give me a skin rash, so I'm not. I'm going to grab the pizza with my hand.
It's a really good analogy.
You get it? Don't you get it? Wait,
Yeah.
I thought it was a brilliant one.
No, it
I
is.
just
It
came
is,
out
though.
with-
It
I
is.
pulled that
I
out of my
was
ass.
impressed.
Yeah, thank you. It doesn't happen too often. It's tenuous at best.
Sometimes
Summer.
it takes me a couple minutes to get a joke, but in the end, I
It
do
is
get it.
like-
It
yeah,
takes
it
me a
takes
couple.
her.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Amber. Oh, well, you
No,
know.
I got it. I did. I got it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter.
You know, we have-
It's not if it's real, right?
We have a phrase that we use in our circle of friends, and it's called an amberism.
You have an aneurysm? Like an
If you-
aneurysm?
If you had an amberism, some of those things that she says.
I don't even work at Riva anymore, and apparently that's still used.
We
there.
still pick on her. Okay, so there was one
There
day.
was someone. I
gotta-
don't want to say the person's name. I'm going to say it so you will laugh, and hopefully maybe some of the people. I'm not going to say it into the microphone. Don't repeat it. It's someone who used to work at the Catch. It was Hori Lori. Hori Lori. What a horrible name. I'm sorry. You may have heard it.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Amber.
What a horrible name they give someone. It's just like my last name's Horan,
Right?
and for some reason I was such a bimbo post college, how I didn't pick up an acronym.
Of like.
But with my name, I had Hor in my name. I had Horan.
Well, at least you never were asked, like, oh, are you related to Jet Li?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
because I look exactly like that.
Well,
Right,
like
yeah,
what?
her last name is
Jet-
Lee. Her
Jet
last
Li,
name is
Bruce Lee.
L.
Are you related to Bruce Lee?
Wait, oh, dumb shits. They don't realize that's an old English name. That's a what? Oh, you nitwit. Do you know that maybe Bruce Lee's name was probably written a little differently in his language, and that's the closest approximation of it?
No,
And your
but
name,
I don't look Chinese.
I know,
That's the
because say
issue.
my
I don't-
name
or
is exactly,
Japanese.
and
or
I'm
whoever's
not,
listening, I'm
She's
and
sorry.
I'm all
Asian
accepting.
whatsoever, by
I'm
the
all
way.
accepting, Dolly.
Yeah.
But they have to write their names phonetically.
I think that we should put Amber's face on the picture of this podcast so that people can see what she
Take
looks
a picture.
No.
You're nice. Hey, come on. You don't have to give any
She
skin
has
up.
to pose because
Come on,
this
come on,
is-
guys. Look.
no,
Oh,
nobody
you're.
can see.
You know. Oh, you're.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
it.
It sounds like I said. Ooh, what?
And then she's stacked as well with her
Yeah,
Puma shirt. There is a puma jumping across one of her
Yeah.
boobs in this picture, so everybody
Send
enjoy
that to me, and then we'll put that
It
on
is
there.
going to Jim.
And I'm gonna have to adjust it. So
Is it bad? It's a sports bra.
no. The reason
Let them breathe, honey.
I have to
Let
go
'em breathe.
400 by 400. I just have to adjust
You
that.
can, yeah. You can
We'll
modify
change
that.
that.
The
Yeah,
picture is
modify.
in your phone now.
Well, you don't know. Mine's an
I have
Eastern
many
European
pictures
phone.
of Jim playing with fish, playing with a wiggly banana. You know,
A
Wait
wiggly
a
banana.
second.
Please
These were
explain
props
that.
handed to me.
they were, but you grabbed them.
Well,
How
they
did you
don't.
handle
And you-
the wiggly banana?
Wiggly banana. Oh
He dangled
no!
it a lot.
It was a spongy banana.
It was like one of those stress reliever bananas, and my sister sent it to me in my BOS, my box of shit.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And
I had to get the banana back in shape.
yeah, he
had to
put it
fluff
back
it.
to normal.
I had to fluff
He
it
floofed the banana.
until I get it back to the proper girthiness.
You know where the banana is now?
Oh wow, where?
It's at Riva.
Oh okay,
And
okay. I thought, where are we going with this conversation?
I have.
Where is the banana, Jenna?
My sales guy, Steve, bites his fingernails like ridiculously, like to the point where like
little chihuahua.
Chihuahua. He like to the
Is he
point
tiny?
where he's little.
I'm
he's
as
like
tall as him.
yeah,
Oh,
they're the same
okay.
height. And he bites his nails so bad that I yell at him every day. I point at him. I yell at him, stop it, take it. So I give him these things that he can play with in his hands so that he doesn't bite his fingernails. Like something, just...
The smaller you are as a salesman is better.
Well,
Look, they got fucking gecko for Geico.
Oh my god.
They got a little gecko. I mean, tidy bowl man. For a salesman, you don't want to fucking scare people. You've got a little tiny person, a little tiny woman. Holy shit. If she's outgoing, little freaking realtors. Little freaking, oh my God. Or little guys. Sometimes you've got sexist people too.
I think the best women are the small ones.
I know, but people think they go like this. They don't know how vicious they are.
Yes.
They don't realize how tough they are. They don't realize how they get to be tough.
I got a thank you card from a customer one time that said something about my 6-foot personality. And I was like,
I'd say 7-foot personality.
Didn't know if I should take that as a compliment or not.
That's a compliment.
So did you see me angry?
I was like, you don't want to see me angry. I wouldn't want to see me angry. I would not want to be on the receiving side of me angry.
I may be talkative. I'm not overbearing. I try to bring my personality down to 6 feet. An annoying 6-foot person.
That's like 4 inches shorter than your regular personality.
Yeah, I know, but annoying 6-foot person. Not a consoling 6'4" personality. Annoying. He talks a lot. I try to lean back. I say, I try not to be intimidating.
Well, but this little guy we're talking about at work, Steve, he talks more than you could possibly imagine. And he never stops. So, and then I'm telling him to teach me Spanish. Every week they teach me new Spanish words. So last week it was mariposa, which means butterfly. And so,
why the fuck do you want to know butterfly?
It's just because they teach me these weird words, and then I use it against them.
Oh my God! They had that in French. There was a verb they taught in first year French. Je ne sais, to turn yellow.
Je ne sais.
I said, why would I need to know the verb? Am I going to store my mom's wedding dress for 50 years and have to explain to my daughter she can't wear it because it turned yellow? I know how to conjugate it. Yeah, right? I fucking know. I want to know where the fucking bathroom is. And talking about eating. Oh, stop stabbing me. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Stop stabbing
me.
Yeah. Don't tongue punch me in the fart box.
Don't tongue
punch me in the fart box.
That was the conversation.
That was the conversation we had.
Damon had just walked through the gate and walked in and was like, "Well, I don't know if I want to be on this podcast or not."
Who knows what might happen? No, we weren't acting it out though. We're civilized here, aren't we?
Talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh,
it was innocent.
It'll be all right. I don't think he was permanently scarred.
I don't think
As years from now, he goes, I was going to a friend's house, and I thought I was just going to have a beer. And they were talking about sticking their tongues in our anuses.
My new word. Very interesting my word this week is pajarito. Is my word of the week. Is what they taught me.
It's going to be some lame ass.
Pajarito.
Let's see how often you're going to use this word.
It means birdie. A little bird.
Why don't you just get some goddamn words like
they're
platos,
teaching me what they're doing
platos.
Is they're teaching me all the funny nicknames that these other Spanish-speaking people call Steve because he's so little. So they call him the butterfly. Because he's so little. Mariposa! And then they call him pajarito because he's a little
You know what?
bird. So
Muhammad Ali used to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Ooh, see, now I have to learn how to say bee in Spanish.
Yeah.
I'll ask him.
Mariposa.
Mariposa is the butterfly.
I think it's bee.
Mariposa is the butterfly.
No, I said bee.
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 Bee. You think it's bee?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why would you go, I think we'll create our own word? That's a little too... Are you
and
kidding
then you teach
me?
me the dirty words in
Of course,
between as
those
well.
are the first things you learn in Spanish.
Yes.
I like the dirty words.
Maricon.
Yeah, maricon. Or
Asshole.
maricon. Yeah, or
Maricon.
my favorite one though every time is coño. Like just
Oh, balls. Balls. Oh, you know what? There's where that you understand where people come from. They're the same all over. Fucking balls!
yeah.
Chupa mi pinga.
Yeah, but pinga. I know pinga. Oh, well. I'm sorry. Well,
I'm sorry,
I mean, well, at
Lola.
least the Brazilians. The friends in Spain may get... Do we have any more curse words? Cajones.
Well, yeah, but cojones.
Cojones is
balls.
not really like a
It's
it's
balls,
not a
balls. It's not a thing.
You know, but
What are you
coño
throwing?
is like
My
a way of being like,
knee
shit,
cojones?
like,
yeah. Coño is shit.
You're right. Coño,
Yeah.
like, or but of course, what Amber said was to lick her lady parts. Anyway, I always have this joke because I get these older guys that come in to sign their paperwork because I am a finance director, right? And therefore, when the people come in to buy their big boats or their jet skis or whatever, they have to come in my office and sign their paperwork. And it's never fails that, I get the Latin guys that are, typically 50, 60 plus that don't speak a whole lot of English. So they'll sit down and they'll ask me, and I give them two names.
And they start flirting with you,
Well, of course. They're weird like that, of course.
Bonita.
Yeah.
But
But there's two, right? There's hablas and speakies is what I usually say, right? Because if they say habla español, they're not even trying to talk to me. They're just asking if I speak Spanish. But if they're speakies, right? You speak Spanish? Right? Then I'm like, okay, no, I don't. So then we turn it back into English. But if they're an habla, I have to grab one of the other guys and have them come in and help me do the closing. But the speakies, I tease them. I get them good. So they'll say, like, you speak Spanish? I'm like, yes, I know 3 words. And they're, what 3 words? I'm like, firma, iniciales, and cerveza. And they frickin' lose it. Well, firma means sign the document, right? And iniciales, of course, means initial. And then beer.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, and then, of course, as soon as they hear beer, they lose their minds. Absolute hilarity. And then they're like, oh, she's the best white woman ever.
I took a
Blanco niña.
someone came in for to go yesterday after you left.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, you know what? Let's work together on this. And I go look at it. And the guy's looking. And he goes, frijoles. I said, no frijoles, no frijoles negra, no black beans.
Right.
I go like that, and he goes, pollo, we're going there. He's giving me his thing, and I go like this, and then he was asking for Caesar. He asked, I don't know how he got the Caesar salad. I got it. He got the Caesar salad because it didn't sound like Caesar salad, but he did say the word for shrimp.
Oh.
What's the word for shrimp? No, lagosta.
Shrimpo.
Yeah, whatever it was, I remembered the word was that.
That's my go-to.
And they go like
That's
this, and
my
they go
go-to.
like this, and they go like this, and I open up the thing. Yes, see. And I went like this. I showed him the bill, and he paid the bill, and he left.
No.
I go, fuck, man, I couldn't believe that.
What sometimes annoys me is when they ask, do you speak Spanish in perfect English?
Right.
Do you speak Spanish?
You speak Spanish?
No. Can you get someone that speaks Spanish then? You're talking in full English.
If they want, if you want to interact with you, they'll interact with you. You know what I mean? If you get them, if they want to and they don't want to, there's a barrier. I want to know.
Sometimes I think they feel uncomfortable.
I gotta go and start doing my Spanish lessons this week.
Yeah.
Fuck. I gotta get on.
Polish.
Polish. Oh fuck! I don't need
Not
more Spanish.
Those are totally different.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Okay. See.
you
Okay.
You start your
The last thing about the assisted living facility.
Yeah. Oh.
They gave me a tour.
Okay.
So I went in there and looked at the community room. The guy goes, "How old are you?" I said, 55. You can move here. I go, oh.
He
fuck.
did not
Yeah,
say
he said
that. That's like saying
55 and older.
you can go live in Silver Shores, which is a 55 plus community.
Oh, wait a second. You know
You
what? The
actually
last
can.
time I've been at an orgy, never. The last date I've been on, 10 years ago.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying.
I'm just like, Silver Shores, I'm not threatened by it. Oh my God, that has to be terrifying to you.
Silver Shores, the 55 plus community.
No.
Mile marker 98,
It's
7.
not terrifying.
No, but you wouldn't live there.
No.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't have a problem. I wouldn't have a problem whatsoever.
That's because-
I'd be the younger one. The only problem I'd have is every fucking person coming over and asking me to go, can you open this? Can you lift my...
Yeah,
can you do this?
Yeah, but I just feel like if some, like, especially me, that if I lived in there, they'd all look at me like, ugh.
No, whatever. They drive by
Oh, you know
on their
what?
lark,
Amber.
watching you bend over to pick
If
something
you want,
up.
if you want to, if I move in one, you can move next door to me, and I promise I would never look at you like that. Let's go outside, that'd be fine.
Because I'm telling you what, even though they may have old man muscle, they still dirty.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yes.
Right.
Yes.
They're still going to look at your ass. They're still going to be like, ooh, it's too stacked.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can't blame them. And they don't even care anymore because they're old. They're like, I don't even care. They're like, that's a hot chick.
No,
And their
that's
wife
why they
like,
got STDs in
oh my
some of those
God.
retirement communities.
Yep.
I don't want to say the one up north.
Oh
My God, I got so many listeners up there. Even after I said that. Hey, guys, in the villages. We had so many people listening in the villages.
Old
Do us a favor.
STDs.
Do us a favor.
Nuh-uh.
Remember, your partner, whoever you're sleeping with everyone they slept with. And everyone they slept with
And-
prior to when they slept with them.
When-
See, no one ever says that.
And when they're...
It has to be prior, because you've never slept with people that people slept with after they've met you in the chain. You get that?
Well, of course, but then when you're 70 years old, think of how many people you.
I
have
know.
to
I mean,
sleep
if they were real,
versus 20.
if they're a male bimbo, someone
That's
like
it.
me,
Now we
it
figured
could
it
be
out. This is how
millions.
AIDS, this
it could
is
be,
how AIDS spread. It was
yeah,
in
it could be someone like me.
communities.
It could have been.
wasn't
It could have been someone like me coming up and going, "Hey, we're playing Parcheesi tonight. Hey, come on out.
Shuffleboard.
Two ladies,
Then.
come over to the house. Let's have some cocktails."
Amber space.
You want me to live next to you?
Yes. Oh, well, I'm married. I love. Hey, you're a sweetheart.
Oh goodness.
I've been responsible. I'm not a creeper.
No, you're not a creeper.
I'll talk it. That's where I get my thing
But
out.
see, that's
I'm
when,
not.
that's when you know that they're not the creepers, and that's one thing that I did realize, especially about men.
Yeah.
Is when they're sitting there talking about like creepy things or doing this or doing that and being funny about it. Those are the ones that aren't. The ones that are quiet and don't joke about it and be like, oh no, I'm respectful.
Oh, the
I'm
ones that
this.
fake-
I'm that. Those
fake
are the
it.
ones you got to
Or
look out and worry
you-
about.
Now, I'll tell you what, and not that we like to talk about politics or religion on our.
That's all right.
podcast.
Watch out. I didn't want you to lose your phone.
Yeah.
What?
It is the ones that hide behind the labels is the ones you have to watch out for. The in quotes.
Oh yeah.
Hey, on the left and right there, you're right. You're right. With the religious guys that talk about they don't want
those are
the
the
biggest
worst.
perverts,
Daughter.
or the ones all the way
And how many kids?
to the
you
ones
got?
like the super guys that are should be on the side of defense. If you have a mother and a daughter and a sister, you think you'd want to.
Usually
I don't
the
get that.
guys-
I don't get that part. Well, I think it's the guys that are most animated to go to power. Sometimes don't have enough respect for people around.
I don't have enough.
And if they don't go that, they don't have respect for the women in their life. I mean, I have a daughter, a wife, a mom. I got sisters. I have nieces. Oh my God! I just want. I mean, why?
Right.
How would I? I mean, we have these beautiful brain up here. You need to get excited. You can get your whole thing in there. You don't have to act every idea out. Not all appropriate. But if that's going to get you, fine. Your brain, you could you can watch a movie in your head. But why would you not be polite or look out for those people?
Right?
That you need to.
You
You
should
care
be.
about. Like my father, I think about older people.
You're
And then
a
I
big
met my
tough guy.
father. I
That's
moved to my
your
father.
damn
I
job.
want to
You're
be
supposed to do that.
I want to be kind when I see an older person. Or a person that's even not even older than me. I want to be kind to everyone, obviously, but people, like someone's coming through the door and they're not doing physically well, I'm going to try to do as much as I can to help make it easier for
Help
them.
them out. Make their lives a little bit
Yeah.
easier. Now, I will tell you though, ladies listening, the best piece of advice I can give you is that if you are looking at the guy you're hanging out with sideways a little bit, going, is this the right one or not?
Yeah.
You already know your answer.
How does he get along with his mom? How does he get along with his family?
Mm-hmm.
And how does he treat servers or wait staff?
Okay, well, you got to watch for some the servers and wait staff, but with the parent, it depends on what the parent you're working with.
Absolutely.
If you have a person that could be somewhat abusive,
right,
neglectful,
yeah,
mentally ill,
and then find
you're going to
out.
deal with them. It's hard to find that, and you got to watch out people that live with the mentally ill. I mean,
Yeah, because
so
they
many
do it
families
all
deal
the
with
time.
that.
But,
So many.
But my biggest thing.
But you got to watch how they ridicule the parents.
How do they treat wait staff? Because these are people that you don't know, and they're there to help you. And when you're rude to them,
That's why I never work at a chain
for
restaurant.
no
I've when someone talked to me that way, I go like this. I look at them and kind of like hey, you know what?
Let's
Let's talk to me.
I don't understand, and I still
Right.
never will, especially because I've been in, the restaurant world for probably about 7-8 years, and then I was working at Marriott for a year. And it still awes me on how these people talk to you,
So
and
rude.
how they still think that you owe them the world.
Yeah.
Even when they go to a restaurant, even when they're at a hotel, it is absolutely ridiculous how they talk to you, how they treat you.
Uh-huh.
It's still, and it's sometimes you're like, Amber, you should be used to this. I'm still not. I'm like, no.
There was
I
a
don't care who
customer-
you are. You treat me how you want to be treated. If you're going to yell at me, curse at me, and think that I'm going to do something right then and there, bow down and be like,
Right.
yes, I'll go get you this, you're absolutely incorrect. I will not do anything.
There was
We-
a gal
what?
that came into the catch the
Yeah.
other day at Jim's restaurant. And
Oh, you there for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
The
I was
blonde
there.
that came up to the
blonde
bar?
with the little kids.
Oh, I was
And,
gonna say.
my husband was there too. And she walked in, and of course they're like, sit wherever you're comfortable. And she went and got herself a seat, sat there for maybe a minute and a half, got all huffy, came up and asked Jim if she could place her order with him because the waitress was busy. Well, Katie had a table of 6 because Skip and Char were over there.
They're very labor intensive. They're nice. They're very talkative, and they're oblivious.
Right.
They're oblivious. They're not shamelessly oblivious because it's lunchtime. It's off season. They just don't know that at that moment she had 3 other tables she had to go and talk
Right,
to,
but she
and then
had
I had
people-
people coming to the bar,
And we
and
were-
I had to agree. I could.
It was busy.
I mean, be real. I never made the shift to be able to walk away from the bar when I said, "You've been here 3 minutes. They've been there 4 minutes," and stuff like that. And say that, and I try to explain to them.
Of 6 came in, I would guess, honestly, 8 minutes
Yeah.
before that, total.
Yeah.
But when Katie was over there taking an order, and this
Yeah,
other
they got
lady
theirs
came
right.
in maybe 3 maximum minutes, 3 that she had been waiting, and came over basically to complain that Katie hadn't gotten to take her order yet. So when Katie went over there and said, "Are you ready to order?" She was like, "I've been ready." And she was rude to her. And then, you know what? She still couldn't decide what she wanted, didn't know what the sides were. If you've been sitting there for 3 minutes, all
No, they
huffy-puffy-
didn't. They took them such a long time. They were in a hurry. But
And if you're in a hurry, go to
I go like, no,
McDonald's.
but that, not only that. If you're talking to someone, you're address someone for a job they're doing. When I get angry at some of the cell providers, and I'm talking to someone, I talk to a representative. I said, "I'm so angry. I realize you do not set the policy. Can I get a Corona?"
Yes.
I mean, I would just say to him, I say, "Listen, I realize you don't set the policy, and I appreciate you. I'm just so angry at this. And I would love to talk to a manager. I realize that. I try not to take it out of the person. If you're not happy with the interaction, like, you know what I mean? It's like some people are there.
I just going to be a restaurant manager tomorrow.
Right, yeah, she's just moving jobs now.
I'm moving jobs now, but before Marriott, I was a GM.
Yeah.
And of course, dealing with people like that, I've had a gentleman like literally yelling in my face, and it was about a pizza. Legit yelling in my face, and the restaurant was busy, and he made sure like he was looking around, making sure that everybody heard him.
Yeah.
This is a pizza.
Yeah.
This is the stupidest thing.
Of course, as a manager, you have to act extremely professional. You have to think in your mind, okay, we got to calm the situation down, for other customers, so they can enjoy the rest of their time here. I asked him calmly and nicely. I said, "Sir, I'm not yelling at you. Please don't yell at me. Can you please go talk over here?" And then when you calm him down and then you realize what like the situation is, it wasn't anything horrible. It's just that's just the way people are.
What was it in this case? What was it, to put it in perspective? That one with the screaming pizza guy. What was it about?
That was the third time he walked in, and he said his calzone was not cooked all the way.
Oh, so it was still kind of uncooked inside.
Like, mind you, my waitress went into the back. I went to the back with her, and she goes, "Oh, they're done with this," and they want it off their bill. Mind you, this is the third time they've come in. Third time they've come in and said the exact same thing.
And the calzone.
By 3 times, I'm sorry, I don't. And I looked at it, and she goes, "They're finished." And I said, "Okay." So I put a fork, and I went like that, and it was completely cooked.
Yeah, you know, with a lot of times with that stuff, I realize that.
I think they're trying to get
They're not from the thing.
No, they're just trying to get something free.
They're free stuff, but people that can't wait, like because the pizza, the stromboli, the calzone, they keep cooking. You let it cool. You let the heat distribute because the server's going to bring it out when it's ready.
And it was more than half eaten.
Yeah.
Mind you, more than half eaten. They wanted me to take it off.
Hungry.
No.
I got to go home. I'm on a diet right now. And you're fucking telling me the story? Okay, I'm sorry. Go up.
Squirrel.
So then they're like, "I want this taken off my bill, and then I'm going to order a pizza, and I want you to take care of that." I said, "No."
How do you not be 400 pounds before you're fucking out of time? I worked at Mayfair Pizza. This Greek guy, Bill, and his lovely family worked there. I was driving when I was working at Treasury.
He was a Greek guy, and his name was Bill?
Yeah.
Now.
Well, I mean, Bill. He went by Bill.
He went by Bill. I wonder what
I mean, it was kind of William and all that stuff is from Latin, Greek, and all that stuff where they come from the New Testament. Guillermo, yeah, and stuff like that. Whatever. Well, that's Spanish or Italian and stuff like that. But neither here nor there. What the fuck were we on? Oh, food. Italian restaurant. Oh my God! The guy said to Bill, he liked me. I wanted to make like another. For some reason, he had a pizza shop was so busy. I made $200 for driving for 5 hours. Mayfair. I was in a rough part for cash, and I worked like 3 extra days a week besides working at Treasury, doing that, 12, and I made like another $600 a week.
It's so crazy that you've had so many jobs.
I know, but I drove, and Bill says, "Hey Jim," he loved me. You know, I go to, and he says, "What do you do?" I go to the gym. I was with my ex-wife, so I never went home. So I worked out. I did it. I wasn't in the bars though.
Yeah.
It wasn't bars. It was home. I was drinking. I hate to, I told you my sweetheart.
I know.
Abby's my sweetheart. Christine's a sweetheart. She's my ex-wife. She's fine.
Oh,
right. The way we were together, it just didn't work out. Mm-hmm. So, but I work as much as I can. I go and do it. The guy loved me. He said, "Eat." Italians love for you to fucking eat.
They just want to feed you. Oh.
You know, I guess oh my God, Mexicans do that too. Yeah. Mexicans do it. No, oh my God, you go to someone's house. Jewish, they'll feed you. Chinese.
I had my first Italian Thanksgiving with Joe.
Oh yes.
Did you do the fish and all that the day before and lasagna?
You know, Papa Joe is Italian.
No, it was on Thanksgiving, and it was of course all the Italian food, and we had like 5 or 6 course meal before the actual turkey.
Are they fucking crazy? They have all this food. They had lasagna.
I could not eat anything
all this crazy stuff like baked.
And of course, you have to eat something. You have to eat the entire thing, or else they don't.
Right. Well, and of course, Papa's been on the show multiple times, so our regular listeners.
You went?
They know who Papa is. She's friends with Papa. She's known him since she was a child.
Yes, I'm very close with that family.
Yes, but Papa makes sauce. And we're not talking, like, in a regular saucepan. This is a freaking pot that is bigger around than
big sauce. And, I know. If you took that in a little slide, Papa makes sauce. Sounds like a title to an adult film.
There you go. He's been in an adult film. We talked about that on one of the podcasts before.
As a police officer.
Papa was, when he was
a trooper walking up to the 2 girls. He goes, "Hey, you guys are traveling a little fast." "Oh, really? This fast? Try us out."
Oh yes, I remember that.
I don't know.
excited.
I don't know if that's the title.
What?
No.
We
are probably way over.
we're at an
45
hour.
minutes.
I gotta go home and cook dinner.
You need to go home.
No, but this is good. We got an hour.
We were gonna do like 45 minutes, so
I know, but otherwise, on a day, we'd write probably the best one today with her will probably be like 2 episodes.
Right.
Yeah.
But although, I mean, I really thank Carney A for being a part of our podcast today. She was a very welcome guest.
Oh my gosh!
Well, thank you.
Certainly thank you. I was going to wait. Oh my God! You think I would just go goodbye?
No.
Goodbye. No, I'm not going to do that.
No.
Oh, that would suck.
Okay, so
That would suck. I'm going to move the music back. I'm glad I got this.
did you really start the music already?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Why the fuck would I do that?
I don't
Hey,
know.
folks, what do we do at the end of the show? First of all, I want to
First of
thank
all,
Amber for coming here.
You're welcome.
She was
Thank
totally
you.
appropriate. She did not pull her shirt off.
She did not.
She did not.
No.
We didn't say that. We said it 3 times, and
There was
now
no
it sounds
crown
like she
involved,
did.
There's no crown involved.
No, it's not true. It
Well-
didn't have. It didn't have. We said that.
But the most important thing, of course, is
I saw you go. Oh yeah. Remember to leave a review on Spotify, iTunes,
iHeartRadio.
whatever fakakta listening platform you're getting us in. Well, pretty soon we're going to be big leagues, and at least now you can tell people if you share it to your friends now and give a review. I was one of the first people. Now, if you don't do it now, you won't be one of the first people and won't remember you. Now we can go back. If you go and leave a review now, this is where I'm blackmailing.
and review now.
Review now, I will remember. Okay, I'm gonna pick
And then give us a review.
August 1st, 2019. Leave us a review on each platform. I will remember you. I will put it to once we get, because we do get people that actually respond to this. We'll be so big, I'll get an assistant to go and start bringing those people in. And we'll give you the option on suggesting. This is the options. You'll be able to say, suggest a topic, call straight in. Once we figure out, I can do it between me and them, both do that. And then, what else? We'll bring you,
We'll
to
give
get
you
big
a
enough,
shout-out.
we'll give you a shout out, but it starts going bigger. We start offering you maybe coupons to come down here to places, and who knows if you get big enough. But if you get early in there, we'll go and check. I got my Pat, I got Heather, I got FG going,
Yeah.
fucking Gloria out there.
Fucking Gloria.
No, but we do that anyway because you're
Well,
her
she's
daughter.
fucking grandma, but
Yeah.
you know.
I only say
That's what-
grandma because I'm the
That's
older
what,
one.
That's what.
I'm
She's. What do you mean you're the older one? She's
No, I meant I'm older than you, so she's not old enough to be the mother of me.
She's 71.
She's old enough to be the mother of me.
And my sister.
Who knows? But
my
that'd be a
sister's
young one. That's
55.
it.
Hi, Nanu. Love
Sister's
you.
55?
My sister's 55. Yeah, my redheaded sister.
Oh, really?
Well, my only sister.
Carpets and curtains?
I'm sure.
Okay. Is that wrong? Is that wrong?
This is
Did I go and just say?
No.
This is
What do you
redheaded.
think? I
Nanu.
mean, wait.
She's
Call me out. I'm a truthful person. I want to be. Someone told me I'm very. Remember, I told you this? One of the regular customers came in and said I'm misogynist.
Yeah.
No.
Very intelligent,
No.
and you're very. That's the reason because we're not of the same. We don't agree on the same things. I don't want you to agree with me 100%.
No, I don't
I want
like
someone that's
electric
opposite of me.
cars,
You know what I mean? And I think you're that way too. So you're always welcome. I like that. I don't need that. I don't need that
No,
because
I'm not
otherwise.
saying you're wrong to ask that. Is because people are curious.
Oh really? Okay.
I don't know. I'll have to ask my sister.
Have you checked her
I'm
out?
gonna guess that
What's her name?
Her name is Anna.
Hey Anna. I'm sorry I asked about your
I call her Nanu though. She's Nanu.
Nanu.
Nanu. That's what I call her. She's
Okay.
my sister. She's my only sister. But
Good luck. You
I'm
know
gonna
what? I
guess,
bet you're a
though-
sweetheart. I bet you're a sweetheart because you're so nice. Because you just shouted out to your sister and you Gloria's nice too, so.
Gloria's batshit crazy, but she knows it.
I know, but you love her.
Oh, of course. Oh, my mommy.
You love her, so
Anyway.
she was very totally sweet to you.
I'm going to
and
guess
so was your
that Nanu
sister.
has hardwood floors. Is what I would guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hardwood
Just,
floors, are you
I
serious?
would guess. I mean, she's
respond yes or no, Nanu.
Okay.
right.
Just right.
You know
yes
what?
or
I
no.
grew up, that it started changing in the 80s.
Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking hardwood floors.
It started, I know, I mean, that's the way it became. I don't
or
want to get
tile.
into depth, because I don't want to
But I'm
screw
pretty
it.
sure
I don't want
there's
to
no
screw
carpet.
it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's.
You know, do you,
And if
you
it
know
was,
I'm
it would
a
probably
spin
be
instructor?
Gerber.
A what?
A spin instructor?
You're a spin instructor?
He
Yeah.
is a spin instructor.
Really?
At Mariners Hospital?
Well, that's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I sit in front of people and talk to young girls and try to explain. And I do not pay attention to them. I don't. I'm kind of like acclimatized to it.
Yeah.
I definitely acclimatized to it. So if a beautiful young woman sits in front of me, I look at everyone else. Maybe that's my tell. Or I try to do like boom, 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 boom. And now I don't. I've done it so long. I've been a spin instructor for over 5 years. I don't focus that way. I used to be.
You're there to
slow.
spin.
I just spin.
You just spin.
I just spin. I look at the group of people. I see their feet, see how fast they're moving and stuff like that. It's weird.
I mean,
It's a weird thing. At the
only
bar,
time I would ever be
the
concerned
bar
is
is
if
different.
he was all of a sudden a swing instructor.
A swing?
Yeah.
I did that. I used that push. Oh wait. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
spin.
I've never heard anybody yet on spin. I don't drop their seats. I don't do that stuff. You always hear nightmares where because they got the Peloton thing. What's the person going to do on the video screen? But I'm not going to do anything either way. I'm not on the video screen. I'm not going to go over there. But I'll come over and help you if you fall off your bike and you have a heart attack. I'll give you CPR.
Yes.
And I'll employ the AED if you have a heart attack. The guy on the Peloton, on the Peloton screen,
It's not going to do that.
he's not going to do anything. He'll call the fire department to come and get you.
Yeah.
And they'll pick you up a couple hours later.
And then don't forget that after they pick you up.
Hey, you know what? I'm
Just
not going
leave
to
us
say
a
anything
review.
bad about Peloton because if Peloton, I swear to God, if Peloton ever comes on and gives us a because we have that thing coming up.
Oh, yeah.
If we get Peloton, holy fuck, I will do 10 minutes of time spin instructor. I would tell people, say, this Keys bartender come to you. We're doing a spin class right now. Coming over here, coming up into position 1. We're gonna be seated, going to 80 to 90 RPMs. Come on, easy going, building up. Put a little resistance on. We don't want to be freewheeling. I do all that shit. I am so I do. That's what I do in the class.
Right.
Right.
I think we should do a podcast from the class. Like you can spin.
I won't be able to do it because it's Baptist.
You can
Baptists
spin.
won't allow it.
I can.
No, but we'll go and do. I have to. Once I'm done spinning at the other place,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to be done. Because if I do anything like that, they're not going to let me go back. Okay?
Oh my.
They're not going to. But, I mean, I'm fine with that. I'll just belong there and not do it, right? I would like to continue doing it. Because it forces me to go at least
It's
2
good.
times a week. And this
And
week
spin yourself.
I ran 8 miles this morning. Because I want to learn about, I want to lose another 10 pounds, get to 225, 230, according to them.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh,
So
my
there's the
goodness.
Keys bartender. I want to thank Amber and our co-host here, Jenna. We're going to come back to you soon.
We will see you at episode 174.
174.
Woo!
Okay, here we go.
Have a good night, guys.
Boom, 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 boom. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amber was like,
After a long day of being pulled in every direction, the last thing anyone wants to think about is what's for dinner. That's where Schwann's can help, with a variety of real food choices, frozen to lock in freshness. From ready-made meals, premium meats and side dishes, to vegetables, ice cream, and more. Schwann's foods go from freezer to table in minutes, not hours, so you can pull off a delicious meal in no time at all. Ordered, delivered, done. That's homemade easy. To help simplify mealtime, visit schwans.com.
Capital One knows life doesn't alert you about your credit card.
Next stop, Graham Street. In Brighton, the khaki shorts. Your G&L energy bill went up 60% this month. Seems like you'd want to know. Stand clear of the closing doors.
So, meet Eno, the Capital One assistant that catches things that might look wrong, like increases to a recurring bill, then sends an alert to your phone and helps you fix it. Eno, another way Capital One is watching out for your money when you're not. Capital One, what's in your wallet? See CapitalOne.com for details. Limitations apply.